Out here on the Vitalize Seed Test Farm in Eastern Ohio. As you can hear, we're just doing some more TSI. Thought about spreading some lime this weekend, but we've had some pretty good rains here the last few days, so we're just gonna keep on running the saws. Can never do that enough, like we always talk about. Been getting a lot of questions about my steel MS-193T. It's a top handle, but you can see the size of that stump there. The size of that big old maple. It's tiny, but it's got the power. So great saw if you're looking for something that you can wield all day. It's super lightweight, that's why I like it. Al's up on the other side of this food source. We're just edge feathering and taking down a lot of the maples and other junk that are kind of, too tall and blocking out the canopy. So we're just going to keep thickening this up and keep after it. We'll keep you posted on what else we get into today. We're just working along this point here that drops off of this ridge. Just thickening this up here. Deer are already bedding in here, but this will enhance it. See right here at the base of this maple here, you can see the leaves all flattened down. They're already bedding in here. And you can see all the deer hairs in here. But this is just going to enhance it and make it that much better. And you can see there's still plenty of openings for them to get through here. So we don't really have to worry too much about making it too thick. But now that the sunlight's getting in here, this will thicken up and they'll bed and travel through here a lot more. So Al and I are out here on a rare time. We don't have saws in our hands. Doing a little bit of shed hunting, a little bit of scouting. Just want to show you this. See this open timber here. It's beautiful. Big mature poplars that are going to be harvested eventually. And then you got this transition line here that gets real thick. You can see this deer trail. These are the kind of spots you want to key in on with cameras and scouting. Those deer are going to run those transition lines. It's nothing earth shattering. Everybody knows that for the most part, but if there's any viewers out there that are struggling a little bit, that's the kind of stuff you want to look for, where that hard edge goes up against that soft edge like that.
This year, it's been longer than
I mean, we literally just walked down in here and Al's already picking up sheds.
It's so fun when you look at these sheds and try to think, what year is it now? It's hard in these bottoms too because they don't get bleached. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe things are turning around for me. I'm usually a curse, but as soon as we walked into the woods in Iowa, we got a shed, and as soon as we walked into this woods in Ohio, Albert's got a shed. So just a result of great habitat, and these deer are going to hang around, and you're going to find them. Pretty sweet, man. Big old scrape on this old logging road. Buck's working that scrape. Telling everybody, this is my territory, son. Quite a few apples up in here too. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get those released.
Well, that's all right. We got one right here. That's a nice little 8-pointer, man.
Very cool. Have the winter food, you'll have the sheds. No secret. Good habitat makes for good shed hunting. Just following this deer trail up through this thicket here. Another shed right there. Pretty sweet. Something started gnawing on that one a little bit. Pretty cool. So we're walking down this beautiful creek bottom, full of walnuts. The trail's it just looks like a BMX track, dirt bike track, whatever you want to call it. I was getting a little bit emotional at Paul Knox's farm in Iowa, but having the same feelings here. Al's done a hell of a job with this farm since he's had it. This is pretty sweet, man.
It's coming together.
I'm getting fired up.
This down here, I mean, it's just one of those areas you look for, I think, in big timber country. It's a multitude of terrains coming together. And as long as you don't have a lot of water in here, which we've had a lot of water in southeastern Ohio, but like it drains relatively quickly. And you can tell, I mean, the fresh scat, everything, like the deer just want to be in this bottom. It's safe from the elements. You can see the apple tree. I mean, imagine during the fall, like this apple tree here. Yeah, is it perfect? No, but it gets a lot of sunlight.
Yeah.
You know, and I bet you.
Looks pretty healthy too.
I bet you a dime to a dollar, it's loaded with good enough food for deer. You know, you might
Absolutely.
not want to make your grandma's apple pie with it, but I bet you any money, it's loaded with food for deer. And like, if you don't have pressure, which is it's like a double-edged sword, because you don't have pressure, my goodness gracious, the deer can just live on a ridge with oaks, come on down, eat some soft mass, pick at some natural occurring clovers and go right, you know, I mean, it's the good and the bad, and that balance between trying to keep your pressure really low and pick your spots, and when you get that opportunity, you just have to try to capitalize, because they just don't have a reason to leave.
No.
You know, and that's where it really comes down to. When you walk in this time of year, it's exciting.
Lots of places to get old. Awesome.
Well, yeah, dude, we saw 4. I mean, that's not bad. You haven't even looked at that.
No, we haven't even been hitting it hard.
Not a bad little one. Probably a nice little 2-year-old. Yeah. Got gnawed on a little bit at the top, but. Hell yeah, dude. Good find, but that might be last year's.
Maybe.
But hey, good find.
It was down deep in there.
Nice job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the trail we blood trailed that buck that I hit high last year. Bringing back a lot of memories I wanted to forget. But just beautiful habitat along this creek bottom. I'd be really surprised if we don't find a shed in here.
I got a big bone right here. That's a pretty decent buck.
That's a 2 or 3 year old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's spots like this. We just give the deer just acres and acres and acres of it. And you can't see through it, but it's just open enough for them to weave their way through here. And boy, they could just lay in here and get old and only come out anytime they felt like it. Wow.
Dude, I wasn't even doing hunting season. I don't think I was even supposed to move. Well, we cut a lot of this in the last month, I'd say, and just showing my cousin kind of what we've done here and how we're going to funnel some deer, and then how some of this we just wanted to make really pretty much thick transitions between two food sources. But if you look, I mean, the field's just absolutely demolished from the browsability, but I mean, just the browse that these deer put on within the past week. I mean, there's the good news, I think we could say, is that there's still a lot of browse left, which is great because we cut a lot. But pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see how fast they find it. And I mean, look how fast they just go to town on it.
Get a shot of this. Well, I don't even have to walk up there. As soon as you turn the camera on, you can see the growth in that exclusion cage.
Still working on that photography degree, huh?
Yeah. Hey, it was a nice couple hours in the woods, man.
It was an awesome couple hours in the woods.